confidence, ignorance.
A zygote can't think for itself.
I don't think it can do that.
You don't need to mansplain how we get fucking pregnant.
You have no
No, you're projecting.
no scientific understanding.
You're projecting. Every dumb thing that can be said that's irrelevant and doesn't make any sense, they've said it.
In our last video from the University of Pittsburgh, we asked you to let us know if you wanted to see more from this day. And the answer was a resounding yes. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some more conversations Russell had with the ripe fruit of modern academia here at Pitt.
Look at this really dumb sign.
Yeah, look at it. Isn't it so stupid to demand that women have bodily autonomy?
No,
that
I am all for bodily autonomy, 100%. I think you should never violate anyone's bodily autonomy, ever. So the problem with abortion is you're violating the bodily autonomy of the preborn human in your womb.
You mean of the woman? The human is actually not a fetus. It's not a human. It's a fetus.
But their body's there.
They keep calling it a baby.
Yeah. What do you think you're aborting?
A fetus. A fetus.
Well, a zygote has a body.
You can't an abortion
Yeah.
up to 3 months.
Doesn't have a heartbeat. A zygote, though, does have like a, yeah.
Go educate yourself. I love when a man.
I'm here to talk to you.
What's next? Their body.
Well, I'm not. No. Period. That's what I was saying. It's crazy about a sign. So the period is like you are releasing an egg, right? It's whenever you release an egg. That's happens monthly.
To every woman?
No. Different people have different cycles, but generally, monthly.
So every woman menstruates and has a period?
No. Like there can be like exceptions to that sort of normality. But what does that have to do with it? Because a period well, I do actually. I do understand it.
No, you clearly don't.
No, I answered all your questions accurately. I did.
What is the difference between a fetus and a zygote?
So the zygote is the earliest stage. It's right after conception.
Correct.
First day. Zygote is an embryonic stage. So it goes zygote, and then you're going to go through morula, blastula. Eventually, and all those embryos.
Lectured about my own body by a man.
I'm not talking about your body. I'm talking about the human.
I'm talking about the biological mechanisms of
No,
the body.
human development.
So I'm going to stop listening to you.
See, you know that what I'm saying is either.
I don't want to engage and provide you with bullshit content.
See,
so I'm going to keep listening to my music and carrying my side. You live your life.
See, you knew that what I was saying to you was true and accurate, and that you were going to be out of your depth. So you decided at that moment to shut down.
So this counter-protester was apparently bold enough to make and hold a sign, but apparently was unable to actually have a conversation about what it said. This guy, on the other hand, was very eager to have a conversation. So let's see what insight he had to offer.
Thy neighbor as a human being,
You believe in a
but
Yeah.
you believe that they would burn
What?
hell
You believe in a
to
soul.
less
I've
of a
waited
person.
30 minutes for
Yeah, I was assaulted like 30 minutes ago.
a soul.
Oh, yeah, soul?
And
Yeah,
you believe
sure.
it because of the Bible, right?
Not just because of that.
How do you
but-
prove that you have a soul but a dolphin doesn't?
So soul is, so one.
Last guy told me he spoke to God, so.
No, I'm fine with a dolphin having a soul. Like, so
a dolphin
spirit.
has a soul?
No, look, slow down. Just let me answer your question for real. So I believe that we are human beings. I believe we are spiritual and physical. That's what I believe.
Okay.
You may not believe that. I believe that.
How do you prove
I
you have a
believe
soul?
that I'm spiritual because I have a spiritual relationship with God, other people.
What are you using to base that? What metric number are you using to base that you have a soul?
Metric number?
Yes.
I have no metric number.
So how do you
Yeah,
prove
it's not-
that you have a soul?
So I don't think that people believe in a soul because of some kind of scientific proof. Now, I believe scientifically you're speaking, science is a process of observation, testing, experiment,
Right.
hypothetical
What's your
deductive
scientific
method.
Sure.
No one believes in a spirit because of science. Now, some people might get into that, like, let's go do it. I don't believe that the spiritual, I think that's a theological
So
thing.
you can't prove that you do, but you know that you do.
No, I think I do. I think you do too.
How do you know?
Yeah, I'm not trying to prove to you that there's a spirit.
But if you can't prove it, then
listen.
how can you regulate that abortion is murder?
Okay, so now, nice. Hold on a second.
Answer. You need some time.
No, nice. It's weird. So when because you came up talking about the soul and then made a bunch, and I wasn't.
That's
I don't
the
even talking
logical
about it.
argument, right? That
No.
you're-
I don't think because these are theological high-level things, we can base any of our laws on it, right? So I think we have a law against murder. The law against murder says that you cannot, with intentional malice aforethought, mens rea, actus reus, You cannot, with your mind, make an intentional decision to unalive another human being.
Okay.
Why? Whatever, theological reasons.
So how do
right?
you know that they're a human being?
Well, they are human beings. Human beings.
What's your definition of a human being?
Okay, so here's how you know they're human beings. Two human beings, a male and a female, have intercourse. Sexual reproduction.
So blood is a human being? If blood is human, doesn't mean it's a human being.
Stay on topic. Sexual reproduction. When you have two humans and they have intercourse,
I've heard the
they
birds and the bees
produce.
before, yeah.
They produce a human, right? They don't produce a non-human. So we know.
But when does it become a
Yeah,
human?
you're a human.
When?
You're clearly a human embryo. So you have the genetic.
Human embryo, okay.
Yeah.
So
A
does
human-
a human embryo have a soul?
If human rights.
We don't even need to talk about souls, right?
Yeah, we kind of do, because you're
Why?
justifying that murder is
No,
the
no, no,
murder
no,
of
no,
the soul.
no, no, no. Let's say we live in a
If I cut off
pluralistic
my arm, is
society.
that murder?
No, that's cutting off your arm.
Look,
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox, June 11th through July 19th.
look. This shirt ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg. We're in the middle of our Bigger Than Black Friday sale, and we've got some deals on our store that you're gonna regret not taking advantage of. Starting off, we've got our brand new Abortion is Not Healthcare, Do No Harm shirt for only $15. Our 3 pre-made sign activism bundle is $50 off. If you've been thinking about buying signs and doing what we do on the street, now is the time to get started. All of our drop cards are 50% off. This is by far and away the easiest way to be involved with the movement. Our leather patch hats are $10 off. You could use those savings to buy the What About Her Rights t-shirt and basically get it free. So go to abolition.shop to take advantage of the savings. Sale ends this Friday at midnight.
Okay.
Catch up
Then
with yourself.
How do you know when a soul is there?
So we don't need the souls, what I'm saying.
Okay.
We have laws against murder. You cannot end the life of another human being. You can't take a living human being
So when is it a human
and make
being?
them no longer alive by intentional. All human beings are conceived via sexual reproduction. When the sperm and the egg meet and the egg is fertilized, you have the conception of a newly conceived human individual. They have a different DNA code than their mother and their father.
They're not alive.
They are alive.
It's just like what you just
No,
said. It's
so they
genetic.
are alive. They are alive. They undergo embryological development,
Right.
then implantation, development. Development happens in the womb and after
When?
the womb.
When does development happen?
The
Because
entire
you don't just
time.
start with a person that can think.
We're not talking about persons, we're talking about humans.
Right.
So a human embryo becomes a human fetus around 9 weeks.
You can't prove that.
That's what those stages are in science.
How do you know?
It's an
You
arbitrary
have no
science.
proof for what you're saying.
Yes, I do. Scientists have determined that there's an embryological stage of
Which
development.
scientists?
All of them that are teaching in the Western
You
world.
can't prove when something has consciousness.
I'm not even talking about consciousness. I'm talking about humans. Consciousness
Right, but
develops.
Humans have
For
some rules.
consciousness-
They have to be conscious. They have to
No,
be
no, no, they
alive.
don't. No, a human is a human even if they're not conscious.
Okay, so.
Because when you're unconscious, you're still human.
May I talk? So you say.
Yeah,
that-
just
But then
everything
a
he
dead
did.
person would
Okay,
be
Everything he
someone-
actually started, tried to do, went nowhere. And when I was telling him basic facts, he was like, who knows?
May I speak? Thank you.
Yeah.
So you say that life starts at conception when the egg is
Yeah,
fertilized.
not just me saying that. That's agreed upon scientific belief.
So no, because
Yeah, when did your life
hang on,
begin?
let me talk.
No.
So I say that.
That is factual. That is in all of your
When I-
textbooks.
when
That
I
is
say how
all your
old
professors.
I say I was because I say it's when I started. I was born.
Yeah,
I was
when you were born.
in May of 2007.
Right.
I don't say that my life started in September of 2006 when I was.
So you don't think that you existed before your birth?
No, I didn't exist as a human being.
So here's the thing.
It's
Factually,
regardless
if
of-
your parents had a
regardless
picture of an
what-
ultrasound on the fridge
Sure.
and they named
not a
you,
person.
who cares if it's a person or not? We're talking about humans.
Who cares?
I've never at any point said anything about person.
Regardless of whether it's a person.
The crazy, you guys laughed as hyenas whenever I said that, but when she said she didn't exist until she was born, y'all are all like,
Okay.
she existed before she was born. For
Regardless-
crying out loud. Yeah,
Regardless of whether it's a human or not.
yeah, it definitely
Regardless
is.
of whether it's a human or not. It's a spiritual question whether it is a human or not, so it shouldn't have control over my body.
It's not though.
No.
We don't run our culture on those spiritual questions. Our laws in our country, the whole prohibition of murder is simply you cannot intentionally end the life of another human being.
Exactly.
I'm saying apply that to all human beings, and you would have to abolish abortion.
But whether life starts at conception or whether it starts at birth is a moral gray area, and that's the spiritual.
But it's not.
It's a spiritual.
No, it
question
isn't.
of whether that fetus
It's a
is
scientifically observable fact when a human being's life begins. But you and your moral, yes, it really is.
Out of your ass. You have no,
No,
proof
you're
of all
just-
the claims you're saying.
You're projecting.
You have no scientific understanding.
You're projecting.
I'm projecting.
Just open up. Listen, y'all used Langman's medical embryology at this school. You can go look at that
What are your
textbook,
qualifications
and it
for
actually
talking
will
about
tell
medicine?
you that
Other than
scientific
ChatGPT.
textbook.
Come in.
So, what do you have to offer other than accusations and insults? Nothing.
Your logic is wrong. You don't know when a human has consciousness. You don't
So,
know when your
you're-
soul is born.
I don't base any of my arguments on things that people are going to make subjective, arbitrary arguments
A
about.
zygote can't think for itself.
I don't think it can. But I don't
then
think
it's
a
not a
human,
human.
yeah, I don't think a human being's rights, values, and protections are based on its ability to think.
But you don't even
When-
know what a human being is because you haven't told me a definition.
I have told you that a human being is produced via sexual reproduction from two other human beings. No, when a human male and a human female have sexual reproduction, it produces a human. All members of the everyone knows. It's not.
The definition of a human is just based on whatever the hell you.
All your argument is me saying something and you saying nuh-uh or how do you know?
You know, I'll give it to this guy. As much as he barks up his own tree, at least he keeps his hands to himself.
If you ever see this credit card, be warned. Its effects could be altering your financial health. Stage 1, your
And some of them apparently missed that day in preschool when they taught us not to play with someone else's toys.
I've waited 30 minutes. How do you please that you have a soul? Oh, you know, Regent Square.
Just a quick word of warning to anyone who might want to tamper with our cameras in the future. Yeah, the weird cameras on the sticks, they film in all directions. So if you want to mess with those, just know you're gonna look like a goober. This is you. Everyone laugh at the goober.
How terrible.
But if you can't prove it, then how can you regulate that abortion is murder? Hold on. Let him answer. You need some time. Next.
So, when you came up talking about your soul,
That's the logical argument, right?
Wait, what is that? Little Jesus.
would rather die than be kept on a ventilator.
Right.
Assisted suicide is whenever you are alive and you are in some kind of pain or something, mental or physical, and you want to have someone kill you. You see how these are totally different.
So imagine someone is drowning in
It's called
Objects. You're just contradicting yourself.
No, you're not an object.
But then why do we have to use incubator?
Hey,
You know what that word means?
you know what? Do you want to just know, touching other people's stuff? It's kind of acknowledging the stupidity of your worldview or the failure of your argument to unplug it.
Positional versus situational again. You're assuming something about him based on what he did. Period.
Correct.
What are you saying about me?
So I'm saying you're the kind of guy that rather than like reasoning and dialoguing and stuff, you would sit there and you would unplug the battery. You also don't know how these work. Like, oh, you unplug the battery for a second.
You don't know how a woman's body works. You've proven over.
I do. I've proven over and over again that I do. Yeah, there's nothing that I've said at any time.
You look like a pedophile. I'm talking right to fuck you. You look like a pedophile.
See, this is another thing. So he could either engage, defend his worldview, his ideas, or he could just straight up talk about the way I
You
look.
can't actually make your point and then say, oh, I'm wrong because I don't want to have a discourse with you. I don't have discourses with stupid people.
Yeah.
Do you even have a medical degree?
So what you do?
Do you have a doctorate?
What you're doing is
No.
you're just being
You don't have
judgmental, calling me names,
Yes, because it's
accusing me of
true.
stuff
Your stupidity leads
based
to
on
women
action.
being
No, I
raped.
said that.
What does that even mean?
Does anyone have anything that would be like a really good?
Fucking
Hey,
insult.
are you
Just
doing
say
the
it.
bingo?
Oh my God.
Hey, are you doing the bingo?
So much hassle.
All of them, man. Every dumb thing that can be said that's irrelevant and doesn't make any sense, they've said it.
And not only that, they also apparently just couldn't keep up, or at least refused to keep up, with the flow of a basic conversation.
Yeah.
You and Timu, Erica Kirk over there, your main thing is that at conception.
We disagree quite a lot.
human.
She sent me a cease and desist letter.
Okay,
SFLA
well, fuck
hates
both of
me.
you guys.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I'm just saying we're not on the same team.
Okay, I don't care. Your main argument is at conception they're humans and they have self-autonomy and they have every rights that we have. How the fuck is a zygote have self-autonomy if they're in another fucking human body? Your whole thing, it doesn't make any sense.
So I believe in bodily autonomy. I believe that all human
How
beings.
is it bodily autonomy if it's in another body? That doesn't make any sense.
So I believe in bodily autonomy, right? So women are not sex objects, babies are not body parts. So I believe that abortion is whenever someone with malice aforethought makes a decision to violate the bodily autonomy of the child in the womb. They know the child is in their womb because they took a test and the test revealed the presence of DNA that was not their own, the presence of two bodies.
But
so
it's in their
it is.
body, so it's their choice what to do with it.
Well, that's what everyone says. That's what we're talking about. All human beings spend a portion of their time in their mother's bodies. I was in my mom's body, you were in your mom's body. But abortion is the violation of your bodily autonomy while you're inside of the womb of your mother. That's all it is. It's like
zygote gets autonomy.
This will get you a date in just 50.
No fucking
so.
sense.
Well, one, just for technical stuff, we're not really talking about zygotes are not aborted. Zygotes are not aborted. So the conception.
So it becomes a fetus.
Yeah. So
and it gains new abilities.
Well, it doesn't have to be a fetus. At about 8 days or whatever, there's going to be 7 to 8 days. There's going to be implantation, and after implantation, the body knows of knows that one of the eggs has been fertilized, and there's been implantation. So whenever the body of the mother knows that they're pregnant, that's whenever you stop having a monthly cycle because you're pregnant. No longer needs to do that.
You don't need to mansplain how we get fucking pregnant.
Right.
Okay?
So. I don't know whether everyone knows that.
Well, we do. We're college educated. That's why
Well, some people say weird things on colleges, like that the sperm is a body.
You're saying weird things. You're standing here saying weird things for hours.
So I'm saying he keeps on saying zygote, but a zygote isn't aborted.
Did you not bring up zygote?
So does a zygote?
He did.
So you're saying that zygotes don't have rights?
Wait.
No, I'm just saying zygotes are not what we're talking about getting aborted.
What are we talking about?
Yes, a human zygote has rights.
Okay, what is
human
the
beings
stage,
having
what is
rights,
the fetal
and you're
stage
on the side of humans
when
don't.
it's a zygote?
You think?
How long is the fetal stage of when it's a zygote? Do you know that?
1 to 2 days at tops, usually one. A zygote, yeah.
So you're saying
cell division is pretty rapid. So zygote, morula, blastula.
What's after that? There's zygote, and then what?
I just said.
I'm asking.
I just said
I don't
that.
know. Don't need to mansplain how we get fucking pregnant.
So I just said that. Morula, blastula, implant. So in the ampulla of the fallopian tube, up where the egg has been released, where generally speaking fertilization occurs, you have to float down the fallopian tube and into the cavity in the uterus for implantation. Prior to that, no one knows you exist because you're not putting anything into the bloodstream. After implantation, after the mother and child have embraced and there is the exchange of DNA and stuff, that's whenever a pregnancy test will start to detect the presence of another human being.
And you're a zygote after you have confirmed that the woman is pregnant, is what you're saying?
A fetus, you're a fetus. So after 9 weeks, you're a fetus. So after really after 6 weeks, 7 weeks, the average age of an abortion around 6 to 8 weeks, because it's enough time is coming, you haven't had your cycle, you take a test. We're talking about 6 to 8 weeks is your average age. People get abortions for all the way through, but just generally, we're talking about 70% of abortions.
There's after statistics, but there's
Yeah, you probably should look it up before you say it.
probably look it up.
I have looked it up. I'm saying what you're saying.
What are your numbers? You're saying
I just said,
have any logical numbers or facts.
no, I actually just said that the vast majority happen around 6 to 8 weeks. I said 70%. I'm giving you the number that you're going to get from actual people who are advocates of abortion. The reason you don't have earlier than that is because you're going to have abortions after you find out you're with child, and you're not finding out you're with child until you've missed your cycle.
Now, if you're capable of following a conversation better than these folks, then you should join us in Boston for the We Will Be Heard mission, July 31st through August 2nd.